welcome back. If you haven't seen me before, I'll put a link above for all the playlists for this freaking motorcycle. I got it to run a few times. Actually ran pretty good, but kicking it over is a pain in the nuts, and for some reason I haven't been able to get it to kick over within a few kicks. It takes a lot of kicks, and I don't know what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild this kicker side right now and redo the timing. The problem with this kicker side is all the bolt holes are torched. I might have to take the trans out and weld the holes and re-tap them. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to take the bolts out right now and just take it apart. Hopefully I don't have to do the exhaust. I'm going to try not to bang it up too much, but I'm going to drain it. Probably take it apart and assess the situation. I really don't want to take it out, the whole trans out, but I probably should just to fix it and fill that hole in. Okay, in the last video I had to redo this. The teeth got kicked off and it was causing all kinds of drama. So it's good to see that it looks healthy. No issues. I might not even have to change that. So let's put this over here. This thing's looking like trash, but still can be used maybe. And then this looks good. So far everything looks really good. That looks like it got hit pretty good. So I'm a little confused. I'm gonna drain the rest of this out, and I really gotta fix all these holes. I'm over here letting this drain. I'm gonna have to tilt it and let it drain some more. Before I replace all this stuff, I don't know if you can see this cool thing, but someone's been in here and definitely fake Bondo jobbed it, whatever you call it. This is what I think I'm gonna have to TIG. These other ones I'll time cert, but this is the one I'm sitting here contemplating what I should do. All right, first things first, I'm gonna try to clean this thing, which is gonna be impossible because this is all I got. Okay, I cleaned this all out, or this hole I should say. I really don't want to weld it. Technically, I should take this thing out, probably dismantle the whole thing, clean it off really good, heat it up, get the crap out of it, the impurities, and do all that. I know if I tackle the welding job on this, it's not gonna hold. It's gonna look like butt cheeks. I'm not that good of a welder, so that's why I don't really want to do it. I've never even done a case repair. I really don't want to do it on this one. So, saying that, some of these holes are just jacked, because whoever had this before just yarded on them and pulled all the threads out. So what I did is I got thread repair kit, Easy Lock something or other. It's kind of the cheapest one on old Amazon. What I'm gonna do is I think I put it up here and it's pretty freaking big. So what I'm thinking is I can put this thing in there and it'll screw in there like perfectly, and then I can put some JB weld around it, and then these other ones I can do the same. Those will be perfect. So I'm gonna do one hole and see how it goes, which now that I'm thinking about it, I should get some lube. So it includes a drill bit, and then a tap. It comes with a tap, and then a screw bit to screw it in there. So let me go get some oil. We'll cross our fingers. Boy, this thing is big. It's kind of scary. this case. Not so good, huh? Okay, I drilled out a big chunk. I hate doing it, but at least it's clean now, and if I really need to, I'll throw this in. If it doesn't work, I will basically fill it in with weld. Nothing like this is broken. It just sucks that you have to weld it, but this is the easy way. But I kind of have high hopes on this. So I got this threader. I'm really gonna try to get it in there. If I can find something to thread it with. More tools. All right, screw all that. I was drilling the holes out. The case was getting thinner and thinner because I'm using really big drill bits. I put the time cert in one of them and started thinking about it. The holes were already all boogered up from whatever tweaker took that thing off a bunch of times. Re-drilled the holes to make them bigger for bigger bolts and all that. And I'm just making it worse, way worse. So I'm not gonna do anything. I was gonna take it out, have somebody weld the case, all that stuff, but you know what? Screw all that. What really sucks is I don't wanna do all this, and cases are pretty cheap. I could probably get a knockoff one, 300 bucks or something. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I got a buddy that said he'll weld it, but not for a few weeks because he's busy. And I really don't want to put him through the headache of trying to fab that case up because I'm sure it's going to crack all to hell. Yeah, the more I screw with it, the more that cover's just not going to fit on there good because I'm putting the holes like a little off here and there, and it's never going to sit right. I'm scrapping it. The problem is I got another bike, so I'm trying not to pilfer parts off of that. But let me show it to you. So yeah, I got this thing. I've been sitting on it for a minute and trying not to steal parts. I've been adding parts to it, which doesn't look like much, but I put bolts and trans plates on it and just all kinds of stuff. Handlebars. I got a wheel inside. That one's pretty small. Yep, it's pretty cool. 73 ratchet top trans. So this is what I'm talking about. I think I'm gonna put this in there. The only thing that sucks is I gotta adjust some stuff, but whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one out since it's so easy and put it in that pile of junk over there, and then I'll work on that trans as I have time. Probably gonna have to put it back into this one. Hopefully not. I want to keep this trans with this motor. This bike's pretty easy, it's just set up to run, but we'll see. So I'll see you on the other side. All right, I got all the bolts undone. I got the primary side taken apart. Check this out. I got all the parts here. Kind of did it the knucklehead way. I think you can keep the basket together, but whatever. I got it all unbolted. I'm gonna pull this bad boy out and keep trekking. Got a lot of faith in this right now. I think it's gonna work. It's a bummer this trans is kind of trashed. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. All right, here we go. I got the trans out. I got a lot of things more to do, it looks like. Maybe reroute some oil lines and clean this up, but check this out. Here's the trans. I got a cool sticker on top. This is a indication of who's been working on this thing before me. It's unfortunate it's ripping off. That's a joke. But yeah, this thing's pretty tweakered up. Came out of Oregon, so what do you expect? It's a little freaking drug runner. But yeah, here's a trans. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. It's just this side's all boogered up. I got the other one sitting here, just contemplating what's going on before I put it in there. I'm gonna put this in there. There's already some snafu stuff. I don't know where the oil bracket's gonna go. It doesn't look like it's gonna fit on this trans plate. It's got a nicer one on there, a nice chrome one. This is the stock one, I believe, and I don't want to put it back on. So I'm gonna have to do a little shuffling. It's getting later, I'm getting sleepy, but I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna at least get this thing in there, fit some stuff up, and yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I think this one's gonna work. There's a little couple things I need to figure out, but this is a cool trans. I'm pretty hyped on it. I'm hoping that I won't have too much fab and stuff to do. It should just line right up. There's a couple bolts I need to change and all that, but yeah, this is gonna be cool. I just gotta figure out the oil situation, and then I can slap it all back together. And once I can kick this thing's gonna run. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's the carburetor or what, but I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, let's keep going. All right, so I finally got it in there. I had a little snafu, got a little excited. I use this chopper trans plate, which I figured it would work, and guess what, it doesn't. The transmission was butted up against the frame, and it wouldn't slide back and forth, so I had to take it back out, put the stock trans back in there. Excuse me. I put the stock trans plate back in there, and I got it all buttoned up now. It seems to have a lot of back and forth movement, enough for a chain anyways, hopefully. And I'm pretty pooped. I'm gonna call it quits, but here it is. There it is. I got it in there. I gotta figure out what to do with this linkage, which I don't think is a big deal. I'm gonna take this off because it wasn't jiving with the chain. I'll save that for when I get a belt. And then the other thing is I'm gonna have to probably adjust these because some of them are like one. Yeah, not so many threads. So I'm gonna have to either bring them out or something. Otherwise, pretty stoked. This thing looks pretty fucking sweet in there. Looks like an actual chopper, so I'm pretty hyped. All right, that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna do a little homework before I start tackling, putting this all back together, putting the chain and stuff back on. Should be same old stuff. Should be pretty easy. I'm hoping it'll line up. The one thing I am concerned about is linkage from the shifter to the trans, but that's whatever. I'll figure that out. And I think that's about it. And then I got to figure out like the neutral light. I think it's got a 2-wire instead of the just one cap thing, which thank Christ that thing sucked. Oh yeah, let me show you this. All right, here it is on the chair. Look how freaking badly damaged that is. And they put some inserts in there, time certs or whatever. Here's an actual time cert. But they're pretty banged up. I don't think this case is trashed, but it could be a wash. I'm gonna buy a new one. I think they're like $500. Rebuild this thing. I'd like to put it back in that bike just because it's like matching numbers and stuff. If I get this fixed. It's just this is such a bummer. And then the holes are kind of a bummer too, but I can try to have someone else fix those. Yep, that's all I got for you. Like, subscribe, comment, go to deathmetalcycle.com, grab some merch, hat, beanie, stickers, mugs, whatever. Everything helps. Thanks for watching. Next one's going to be hopefully me putting this together and seeing if it'll freaking start.